Hi everyone, I'm Becca from Uscreen. Today I'm going to walk you through the first essential step to getting your membership site up and running, uploading and organising your content. To start, simply navigate to the Content tab on the left-hand side of your dashboard and select Upload Video to add content. You can upload files directly from your computer or use Dropbox for bulk uploads. Simply select the file and open. If you upgrade to our themeless website editor, you will be able to have vertical video in your catalogue too, but more on that in a later video. Once you've uploaded your content, you can start to edit your video details. Make sure to give your video a clear title and a description. The titles and descriptions here don't need to be as clickbaity as they are on YouTube, but they should be clear and informative so your members know exactly what to expect. For example, welcome to my membership and what they can expect to get from or learn from your video. You should also include a short description. This will appear in a collections playlist or in other places where space is limited, so make sure it gives just enough information for your audience to understand what they should get from the video. Once your videos are uploaded, it's time to organise them to make it easy for your members to navigate. First, your categories, which are up at the top here, are like genres on Netflix. They help users find content based on broader themes such as beginner workouts or nutrition tips, new releases, welcome series, etc, etc. You can add a new category directly from here, just give it a little title and create it. Or you can manage them, which takes you elsewhere, and you can edit these, you can delete, you can change the position, you can add a category image and a description if you want to, or delete it completely. To access this section, you can also just select the Organize tab from the Content section. Here, you can also select which author you want to assign to this video. To manage your authors, simply select Manage Authors and edit an existing author or add new. Here, you will be able to add the author's name, the author's bio, a headshot, or delete the author altogether and select Save. You can also add and create custom filters. Filters just provide an extra layer of organisation, like filtering by duration or difficulty level. So you can edit existing filters from here, create a title, a catalogue position, create multiple options for the filter, for example, beginner, intermediate, or advanced, and delete. Once your content is organised, you can add some extra details to enhance the experience for your members. Make sure to add an eye-catching thumbnail for your video here. They don't need to be extravagantly designed, but they should be consistent with your branding, visually appealing and relevant to the audience content. Here, you can maximise your content's visibility on search engines with a number of SEO options. In the SEO section of your content, you can customise the title, description, URL handle and tags for your videos. Make sure your title and your description are as descriptive as possible to improve your ranking on Google and other search engines. You also need to ensure the URL handles for your content are descriptive. Instead of the generic URL that will automatically be populated, you can edit this to make sure that you are giving a clear idea of your content. Uscreen handles a lot of unseen SEO elements for you, such as H1 tags on video pages and structured data markups. This helps Google display your videos correctly in search results. But remember, SEO takes time, and even if you do everything right, the results might not appear immediately. So keep adding content and optimize it over time for the best results. Once you've done your SEO, you can select your search tags. These tags are used when customers search content in your video catalog. So you simply add a keyword, select enter, and there you go. Here you can also add some additional resources, PDFs, documents, images, audio files, any additional resource you want your audience to be able to have access to alongside the video. And now it's time to select visibility. Here you can choose whether to publish immediately or schedule for a later date, which is great for getting ahead of your content schedule. You can also leave it as unpublished until you are ready to schedule it. Once you've scheduled the date and time, you can also send an email to customers to notify them of a new video. To edit this email, simply click Edit, and there is a template here ready for you to use. Feel free to change it as you see fit, but when you do, remember, keep the curly brackets so that all emails are personalised correctly. You can also add an expiration date, which is great if you want to create an exclusive piece of content that members only have access to for a limited time. Now select Access. Are you going to have this as a gated piece of content, or are you going to make it accessible to all users? When it's gated, access may be obtained through subscriptions, bundles, or one-time purchases. Free for all users will include users that are not logged in. An advanced setting here that you can choose is to make it accessible for members to download on web, which means that they can permanently download the MP4 file of this video to their computer. Here you can choose which subscriptions will have access to this content. You can also set a rental and/or one-time purchase price. In the drop-down menu, you will be able to see all of your subscription plans. Simply select all or choose them individually. Click here and you can also add in a rental price and how long the rental period will be, and a one-time purchase price. You can also add in a little bit of text which highlights the best characteristics of your content to convince users to pay for it as a one-time purchase or a rental. This will be displayed in the checkout. We also have subtitles and captions, which makes your videos more accessible by adding subtitles in multiple languages. These all come in .vtt format. You can also choose to add a trailer video which teases the content ahead of the main release. Just simply select from this menu. And that's it. Simply save the changes and you've successfully uploaded and organised your first piece of content on Uscreen. As you build your content library, remember these foundational steps to keep improving your members' experience. Now let's walk through how to set up a live stream with Uscreen. You can use our native live studio on the web. If you have mobile apps, you can go live from your phone with Uscreen Live Studio for mobile. Or you can integrate with third-party tools if you want a bit more control. The setup is simple. First, on web, let's navigate to the live streaming tab on the left-hand side of your dashboard within Content. Here, you can schedule a new live stream by clicking on the Add New button. In the live stream setup page, you can set the title, the long and short description. Make sure to add a clear and engaging title and description so your audience knows what to expect. Here, you can also organise your live stream into a category, select an author, and add any custom filters to make sure it shows up exactly where your members are searching. Just as with your main video content, here you can add a thumbnail and optimize for search engines. Add search tags and additional resources. Here you will also select the visibility, which is where you choose to publish your content to make it available to customers on the catalogue page of your website. So you can either leave it as unpublished, which means it's not visible in your catalogue and members cannot pre-register, or published, which makes it visible and your members can pre-register. Once your visibility is set to published, here you can select a start date and time for users to pre-register for your live event. Just as with your main content catalogue, you can also send an email notification for when the event starts. Edit the template in here. Change it as you see fit, but please remember to leave in curly brackets to make sure the emails are personalised correctly. In the access section, just as with the main content catalogue, you will decide whether you want it to be gated for only users with access or free for all users. If it's gated, you will be able to allocate a subscription plan or add a purchase price. To enhance your live stream, you can also enable live chat, which is where your audience can interact with you in real time, allow for live donations on web, and you can enable rewind. Just as with your main content catalogue, you can also add in a trailer to tease the live event. With Uscreen, you have the flexibility to go live directly from your browser using our built-in Live Studio feature. This is perfect for quick and easy streaming without the need for additional software. Once you've scheduled your live event, you will be able to click Enter Live Studio from the dashboard and start streaming instantly. If you prefer more control and customization, you can use an RTMP encoder like OBS or StreamYard. Just copy the stream key and URL from Uscreen and paste into your preferred streaming software. You also have the option of doing a quick test by selecting Test Player to make sure everything's working just as it should. Once your live stream ends, Uscreen automatically saves the recording and adds it to your video library. This allows members who missed the live event to watch the replay at their convenience. You can also sell the replay as an add-on or include it in your existing membership plans. You can also live stream directly from your mobile device. Just visit your account, select Go Live, Select a pre-existing live event that you've set up on web beforehand, and the event will automatically start streaming from your camera. During the stream, you can flip the camera as needed, mute audio, and end the stream once your event is done. Once you've scheduled, click Save Changes, and your live stream is ready to go. Next, let's look at the People tab. This is where you can manage your customers and gain insights into their activity and engagement with your content. To access and manage customer profiles, simply go down to the People tab within the dashboard. Each profile represents someone who has interacted with your business. Here's what you can do with the People's tab. You can click on a customer's name to see their profile. This will include personal details, membership status, and activity. Here you can also add private notes to a customer's profile to keep track of important information or interactions. You can see all invoices associated with the customer, making it easy to track their purchase history. You can also see their activity and all emails that have been sent to this customer. On the right-hand side, you can also grant them access to certain pieces of content. You can do the same for bundle access their watch history, and manage their membership. Here you can manage their roles and manage their membership completely, such as editing an active membership, editing invoice date, applying a coupon, cancelling their membership or ending it, which revokes access immediately. Back in the People tab, you have different sorting and filtering options. You can sort customers by account creation date, status, and segment. You can use more filters to narrow down the information you want to see about a certain customer, such as which YouTube lead generator they came from, or giveaway funnel, lifetime amount, minimum and maximum. You can also search directly for a customer in the search bar up at the top. If you need to analyse customer data outside of Uscreen, you can export it easily. Select the Export CSV drop-down and choose whether you want to export the information from the People table or the video stats. Within the People tab, you can also select Comments. Here you can review and reply to comments on your videos. You can also manage comment visibility or disable comments entirely if needed. Simply go to the Settings and select the video comments access levels. So whether you want anyone to have access to view video comments, or just all logged in users or logged in users with access to post, again, select which option you want to have, and you can disable and enable video comments entirely. And that's it for the People tab. Next, let's talk about Community. This tool is available for both Pro and Uscreen Plus plans and can be accessed on the web or through mobile apps. In the dashboard, just head to the Community tab. Here is where you will set up your community. First, you will select the visibility. This is where you will decide whether you want it to be public, meaning any public internet user can view the community content, or only accessible to registered users. And engagement. Here is where you control who can post and comment. For example, you can limit community engagement to active subscribers or all registered users. If you choose subscribers only, here you will select which subscription plans you want to have access to the community. This means you can make community only accessible to higher tier plans. Next, you will decide whether you want to have direct messages active or disabled. You can also decide whether you want members to be able to message other members and admins. Again, here you can also choose which subscription plans you want to have access to the direct messages feature. Consider allowing only premium tier subscribers to message admins directly, turning messaging into an exclusive benefit. With this feature, members can report inappropriate messages which admins can review and address. Here, you can let your members get involved by enabling them to share their own videos. This feature is only available on mobile app, iOS or Android, and members can upload 60-second videos directly in their posts, adding more dynamic content to your community. Uploaded videos automatically play in the feed on mute, allowing members to engage with video content more interactively. All you need to do here is decide whether you want to have it active or disabled. Once you've chosen your settings, you can hit save, and when you select the drop-down menu, you can choose the disabled community or view your community. Channels are the backbone of your community, allowing for topic-specific conversations. You have two options, public or private channels. Public channels are open to all users who have access to the community, and private channels can be gated by subscription tiers, giving you control over who participates. To create a new channel, in your community, just click the plus icon. Here you will decide whether you want to have it as public or private. You will create a channel name and assign user role access. Here you will decide what your content manager is able to do, whether that's view only, comment or post, and the same goes for customers. When you select private channel, you are able to select which subscription plans have access to that private channel. This will automatically grant access to those members at that tier. And once you're happy, hit save. On the left-hand side, you have a list of options. The home, notifications, which will have a red dot whenever there are new notifications available to you. Messages, all direct messages will show up here. And to start a new chat, simply hit the plus bar. Here you can search for a specific person within your community to start a new chat with. AI Assistant, which has a must-know guide before you get started. This AI Assistant will help you create more content in less time for your community. At the top, it will have suggested titles. This is based on the content of your membership and your community. If you're not happy with any of these titles, you can ask it to regenerate or create your own working title. Once you've added a title, you can generate a post. Here you can directly edit, add emojis, and change the font and formatting. If you're not happy with the post, ask it to regenerate. Here you can also add media, image, video, or GIF, and assign it to a public or a private channel. You can either hit post now, save as draft, or schedule it for a later date and time. Within the AI settings, you can set tags and tone of voice. With your text posts, you can add up to 10 images or videos up to 60 seconds. You can also access your drafts, your scheduled posts, your users, search for users within the search bar at the top, select by status, whether that's reported or blocked, and sort by newest or oldest first. Uscreen's community is more than just a discussion forum. It's a place for your members to build connections. Each user will have a social profile where they can edit their name, profile picture, and location. You can also choose to follow certain users and see all posts and comments made by that user. You can also create posts directly from the homepage. Simply add your post at the top, add media, image, videos, or GIFs, create a poll, select which channel you want to post in, cancel the draft, post now, or schedule the post for a later time and date. Within Community, you are able to edit, delete, or report any user post. You can also like and comment, and sort comments by most popular or newest. You can also edit or delete comments. Keeping members informed is key to maintaining an active community. Within the notifications, users will be notified of new posts, comments, and likes. For mobile app users, push notifications can alert members to new admin posts, likes, comments, and mentions. Emails are also sent when users receive comments, likes, or replies, helping to re-engage members who might have missed notifications in the app or on web. You can also add pinned posts to the top of your community, which makes it really easy for users to see and find content that you want them to pay attention to as soon as they're part of the chat. You can also pin posts to the top of a group. This is content that you want your users to have easy access to or to pay attention to as soon as they become a part of your community. It's a great way to get users engaged as quickly as possible, and you can create content that allows for feedback, which can help guide you on what content your users want to see as part of the community. And if there's anything you specifically want to search for, you can find it within the search bar in the top left-hand corner. You can also create challenges within your community. To do this, simply go back to the admin dashboard and hit Challenges. Here you will be guided to create your first challenge. There are 3 steps. The first is to set the title, description, dates, and cover. Enter the title, the description, specify the dates of the challenge, and add a header image. Here you can drag and drop files from your computer. Next, you will select the content that you want to use for your challenge. In the drop-down menu, you will be able to select any item from your content catalogue that you want to be included in the challenge. Then you'll be able to create the email that's sent out to winners of the challenge. Here, simply enter the email subject and the email body to create an email template for your winners. Once you've entered this information, you will be able to preview exactly what your challenge is going to look like for your end users. In the visibility section, you will be able to select which channel you want the challenge post to appear in, meaning that all users with access to this channel will be able to join the challenge. You'll be able to leave it as unpublished, published, which means it will be published now, but will start on the start date that you've set, or you can schedule it to be published on a specific date. Once you're happy, hit save. Now let's look at subscriptions. Subscriptions allow you to charge your users a recurring fee for access to your content. You can choose to set this recurring charge for every month, quarter, 6 months, or a year. And this flexibility lets you cater to different audiences and maximise your revenue potential. To set up your subscriptions, simply click the Subscriptions tab in your dashboard and create New Plan. To set up your subscription plan, enter a clear and descriptive title. Make sure that your subscription plan titles are consistent and easy to understand. Avoid vague things like 7-day sub or 30-day subscription. Instead, use clear and professional titles that tell them exactly what to expect. In the description, let users know what they get with this subscription and highlight the key benefits. You can also upload an image. This image will appear next to the subscription. And if you want to promote a particular plan, such as a yearly subscription, add a bit of extra flair to its thumbnail. For instance, to help highlight a particular plan, you can include a best value tag to encourage customers to choose this plan. Then you can set the price for the plan. But remember, changing the price only affects new subscribers. And then you can select the billing period, which is the frequency in which the users are charged, whether that's monthly, quarterly, 6 monthly, or yearly. Here you can also decide whether you want to offer a trial period with this plan. Users can access all content included in the plan and cancel without getting charged during this time period, so just specify the number of days. And its availability. So whether you want this to be public, which means it's shown in checkout for all visitors, or private and exclusive access only available by direct link. Offering multiple plans with varied pricing options is key with subscriptions. The most common plans are monthly and yearly, but you can also offer quarterly and 6-month plans to provide even more choices for users. And hit save. To edit an existing subscription, simply go back to your subscriptions list and edit, duplicate, copy the link, or delete. Here at the top of your subscription plans, you will be able to see how many users you have currently in trial and a full breakdown of those users. This is now accessible with the new and improved Analytics. You can also see how many active subscribers you have and what your current MRR is. And that's it for subscriptions. Next, let's take a look at bundles. Bundles allow you to group and sell content together as a package. This could be anything from a series of workout videos, a collection of cooking tutorials, or a curated set of free content to attract new users. To set up your bundles, you simply go to the Bundles section within your dashboard and select New Bundle. Then you choose the type of bundle you want to create, whether that's fixed price, rental, or freebie. Simply enter your bundle title, create a description, which is letting users know what's included and why it's valuable. You can also add an image which will appear during the checkout experience and set a price. Here you can also select whether you want it to be public, which means it's shown in checkout for all visitors, or private, only available by direct link. This is great if you want to create something that has exclusive access and can only be accessed by the link that you create for this content. Then you can select which content you want to be part of the bundle. Simply select or deselect the items that you want in that package. Once you've done that, hit save, and this will be part of your bundles list. To manage an existing bundle, simply go to the bundles section and select edit, and you can change all the same information here that you can when you create. A quick note, if you add new content to a bundle after someone has already purchased it, they'll automatically gain access to that new content. On the flip side, if you remove content, they'll lose access to that too. And remember, deleted bundles are gone for good, so be sure that you're ready to get rid of it before you hit that delete button. After purchasing a bundle, customers will find their content in the My Library section of your catalogue. If a customer only buys a bundle and doesn't subscribe, they'll see only the content they've purchased in their library, but they can still explore the full catalogue and consider upgrading to a subscription. Videos and collections within a bundle are automatically arranged by their upload date. Unfortunately, you can't manually change this order right now, so keep this in mind when uploading new content. And that's a wrap on bundles. Now let's take a look at the marketing features you have access to within Uscreen. Simply go to the Marketing tab within the dashboard, and we're going to first look at the YouTube lead generator. This is a powerful new beta feature that allows your audience to create an account on your membership platform using their YouTube login credentials. To set this up, simply select Add YouTube Giveaway. Here you are going to name your campaign something more imaginative than Untitled Lead Generator. Choose a name that reflects your campaign's goals, but remember this name is only for internal use. Then you're going to select which content you want to be part of the giveaway. We recommend 3 to 5 pieces of content. Select the drop-down and select whichever videos you want to have access to. These will be added to the My Library section for users who sign up through this funnel. You can then customize the URL and then customize the landing page. Here you can add a header image directly from your computer, change the heading, and the body copy. Once you've created your landing page, you can select Preview here, which will give you an idea of exactly what it's going to look like for users once they sign up. Here you can select the visibility, whether you want to leave it as unpublished for now or you're ready to go, so you can select Published. Once the YouTube generator is set up, you will start to get access to data in these 3 boxes on the top right-hand corner. So you'll be able to see the people who viewed your YouTube giveaway landing page, the leads, which means people who've signed up with their YouTube account, and purchases, people who made purchases on your membership site. There's also another tutorial video within the dashboard here. You can also share the URL with your YouTube audience, so make sure you put it in a comment, description, or a video. And once you're happy, you can save changes and then view funnel. Once your campaign is live, managing it is simple. From the YouTube lead generator page here, you can view all of your campaigns and their stats, including views, leads, and purchases. You can edit, duplicate, unpublish, or delete campaigns from the 3-dot menu next to each funnel. You can also search for a specific funnel in the search bar, view by status of published or unpublished, and filter by newest or oldest first. One of the most valuable aspects of the YouTube lead generator is the subscriber report. This report will show you the top 10 YouTube channels subscribed to by leads who signed up through your campaign. To access this, you'll go to Analytics, Subscribers, and YouTube lead generator. Once there is data here, you'll be able to export the full list of channels to a CSV file for deeper analysis. And that's it for the YouTube lead generator. Next up is giveaway funnels. Giveaway funnels allow you to offer a piece of your premium content for free. You can attract potential customers, build trust, and increase the likelihood that they'll subscribe, especially when paired with a compelling discount offer. To set up your giveaway funnels, go to the Marketing section of your dashboard and select Giveaway Funnels. To set up a new giveaway funnel, hit the New Giveaway button, and the first thing you'll do is choose a piece of premium published content that you want to offer for free in exchange for an email address. You will do this with the drop-down menu. Next, you'll select the subscription plan you'd like to promote and set a discount amount. In the drop-down, you will select the plan for the offer and the discount percentage and the duration, which is how many billing periods this discount applies to before charging full price. Step 3 is creating the first email. This email is sent right away to provide leads with a link to the free content. We have a template here ready for you that you can edit if you see fit, but make sure if you do edit that you leave in the curly brackets so that the emails are personalized correctly. Step 4 is to edit the second email. This is a special discounted offer for your leads that will only send if they haven't subscribed already. Once you're happy with the emails, hit save. Then you'll receive a link to your new giveaway funnel, which you can distribute to your audience. Once your funnel is live, you can manage it easily within the Uscreen dashboard. At the top of the giveaway funnel section, be able to see how many leads, subscriptions, and the total amount of income that has been generated from the giveaway funnel. Your active giveaway funnels will be down here in this list, and you will be able to see whether they are active or inactive. Here you can stop, download the CSV file, which will allow you to export the email addresses collected by your funnel, copy the link to distribute the funnel, or delete it altogether. And that's it for giveaway funnels. Now let's create a landing page for your membership site on Uscreen. Setting this up is super quick and easy, and it's a great way to test demand and direct traffic to a central location while you're building out your full membership site. In the Marketing tab, go to Landing Pages. And the easiest way to get started is to select a template from the list of templates that we have available. To start editing the template, go to the Settings section on the top right-hand side. Here you can change the page name to Welcome or Home, the page URL, and add an SEO description if you want to. If you don't want the landing page to appear in search results yet, uncheck Active under Indexed for search engines. Here you can also change the heading and the body font and the corner styles. To customize your landing page, you can edit directly from the builder. Simply hover over the section you want to change and select Edit Section. Here you can choose the design, the background color, the image block, you can change the position, and the background size. You can also edit the content here, so the title, which is that section there, and the subtitle, which is the section underneath, and the CTA button, which you can also change the text, the background color, and the URL. You can also move a section up and down by selecting these arrows or delete it completely. To add a new block, simply hover over the bottom of the block and click the plus. Then you can select which type of block you want to add, whether that's a single quote, testimonials, text and images, etc. Once you're happy with the way that your landing page is set up, you can select Preview Page to see how it's going to look to your end users. When you're ready to go back and edit, select Edit Website. And here you can change the brand colours, whether you want it to be a light or dark colour scheme, or a custom scheme colour. Here you can also change your logo, so remove and add a new logo, the favicon, and change the website name. Once you're ready, click Save and Apply. And that's it for landing pages. Next, let's look at Refer a Friend. This is a powerful tool to help you grow your membership community by rewarding your users for referring friends and family. To access Refer a Friend, go to the Marketing tab and select. Once Refer a Friend is set up, at the top you will be able to see new customers gained and total revenue from referred customers. Here, all you need to do is decide whether you want to have it enabled or disabled. The Refer a Friend will give a 1-month free subscription for every invited friend. Here, on the drop-down menu, you can also select which referral link page you want your members to go to. If you want to preview what it will look like, simply select the link here. When you're ready to share it, you can simply copy the link and send it on to whoever you want to have access. Once you're happy, hit Save. Once enabled, your users will see a new Refer a Friend tab in their dashboard. From here, they can access their unique referral link, use the invite feature to send their referral link directly from Uscreen, and track the history and status of their referrals. Each referral link is user-specific and includes a special variable in the URL. When someone clicks on the link, a cookie is stored in their browser. If they sign up within 30 days, the referral is successfully linked and your user earns their reward. A couple of things to keep in mind. Referral links work only on the web, not on mobile or TV apps, so make sure your users know to share their links with a friend who will sign up via a web browser. Now let's look at the subscription upsell feature. In Marketing, go to Subscription Upsell and create new automation. Step 1 is to choose the subscription plan that you're going to upsell from. This is where you pick the plan that you want to offer the upsell, which is typically the monthly plan. Then you will choose the discounted plan that you want to be offered as the upsell, for example, an annual plan. You'll also select the discounted amount. We recommend 50% off of annual and 6-month plans, but you can change the percentage here. And the discount duration, which is how many billing periods this discount applies to before them being charged full price. Step 3 is to select the message, text and image of the upsell pop-up. Here you can also preview the pop-up so you can see exactly what it's going to look like. Here they will either choose to accept the offer or they will say no thanks. Once you're happy with everything, hit Save. Once you've launched your subscription upsell, you can manage it easily. If you decide you no longer want the automation active, you can convert it to a draft or delete it entirely and go in and edit existing upsells. So what does this look like for your users? When they choose the subscription plan you set up in step 1 and go through the checkout, they'll see your upsell offer after they've entered their payment information. They can either accept the discounted upgrade or decline it. If they select no thanks, the payment will process as normal and they'll be redirected back to the content within a few seconds. If they click accept offer, The new subscription value will be processed and they'll be redirected to the content they originally selected, now upgraded to a higher tier plan. You can also track how well your upsell is performing on the subscription upsell page. Here you can see its status, how many have enrolled, how many have accepted, and how many have declined. And that's it for subscription upsells. Now let's look at gift cards. In the Marketing tab, select Gift Cards. Gift cards can be purchased directly from your storefront in any amount. However, you can also provide recommended amounts, which is particularly useful if you want to encourage purchases for specific plans like yearly or 6-month subscriptions. To select which products you want to be suggested on the Buy a Gift Card page, go to Settings and select which subscriptions you want to be suggested, or which bundles. Gifting is automatically enabled on all checkout forms. When a user is purchasing a regular subscription, they'll be asked if they'd like to buy the subscription as a gift. This makes it really easy for your customers to share your content with others. And it's important to note that gift cards are only accessible to users if you're using Stripe as your payment processor. So if you're not using Stripe, this feature won't be available in your store. To ensure deliverability of gift card emails, it is best if you set up a custom email domain so that it doesn't go through to spam. So connect your existing email domain and enter the domain name. This will automatically send you through to connect that domain to your Uscreen account. Once this is set up and your first gift card has been purchased, you will be able to access all of the information about the gift cards in the gift card section of the Marketing tab. And that's it for gift cards. Next, let's walk through Abandoned Cart. So head to the Marketing tab of your dashboard and hit Abandoned Cart. Here, you can start a new automation. At the top, you're going to select which offer you want your automation to apply to. So whether that's the subscription plan or the bundle, you're going to select the bundle here or the subscription plan. You will then select the discount amount and the discount duration, which is how many billing periods this discount applies to before being charged full price. Step 1 is the first email without a discount. This email is sent 15 minutes after we confirm the user hasn't completed their checkout. It's a simple reminder to help them complete their checkout. There is a template here for you already. Feel free to edit if you see fit, but make sure that you keep in the curly brackets to make sure every email is personalized correctly. Step 2 is an email that is sent 6 hours after the previous email if the user still hasn't completed their checkout. A discount is included in this email, so make sure that you don't edit that part out of the template. And again, leave in the curly brackets. Step 3, this final email is sent 24 hours after the previous email if they still haven't completed their checkout. Once you're happy with the automated emails, hit save and you will be prompted to either activate the automation or save it as a draft for later. Once you've set up your abandoned cart, you will be able to see all of the information here in the dashboard. For example, how many users, how many have accepted, and how many have declined. You can also edit existing automations, changing the offer type, the discount amount, and all of the emails, or delete the automation altogether. And that's it for abandoned cart. Next, let's look at how to create and manage coupons in Uscreen. In the Marketing tab, select Coupons. Here you can edit or delete existing coupon codes, or hit New Coupon. In the details, select a code for the coupon, but remember this code cannot be changed once you've saved it, a coupon description which is only visible to admins, and the discount amount, whether you want that to be fixed or a percentage. Then you can select which content you want this coupon code to be applicable to, whether that's all, a subscription, and select the plans, and a duration, whether you want it to just be accessible once, forever, or repeating for a certain number of time. The same goes for selecting bundles or specific pieces of content. At the bottom, you can set the redemption limits. You can set a coupon expiration date, limit the number of users that can redeem this coupon, and allow this coupon to be used multiple times by the same user. By default, a coupon can only be redeemed once per user. And if you're offering a recurring discount for subscriptions, you'll need to specify that during the setup. This can't be changed later, so make sure that you set it up correctly for the first time. Once you've filled in all the details, hit Create to generate your coupon. And if you ever need to create a large number of unique coupons and you're on the Growth or Uscreen Plus plan, reach out to our support team to help you get it done. Once you have your coupons here, you can either search for a specific coupon within the search bar or filter down by discount type, product type, or expiration. You can also export a CSV file for even more data. And that's it for coupons. Now let's talk about push notifications. To access push notifications, head to the marketing section on your dashboard and down to push notifications. To create a notification, hit the new notification button in the top right hand corner, and here you'll enter the text that you want to go out with the push notification. As you create this, you will be able to see a preview in the top right hand corner. Enter a title, which is a maximum of 65 characters, and keep in mind that the title will automatically appear in bold. Then you can craft your message, which is a maximum characters of 178. Then you will be able to select who you want to send the push notification to, whether that's all users, active members, churned, one-time buyers, bundle owners, trialers, or leads. Active members and bundle owners can be further filtered. You can select active members by status and subscription plan, and bundle owners by their bundle. Leads also gives you extra options, but it simply allows you to select whether you want to send it to all leads or those who have specifically come through the YouTube funnel. And then you can link to selected content. Select a video, live, or community post so that when users select the push notification, they'll go directly to this link. Otherwise, the app will open the catalogue home screen. To select the video, hit the drop-down menu and select a piece of content. The same goes for collections, live events, or community posts. Once you've created your notification, you can choose to send it now or schedule it for a later time and date. When crafting push notifications, use plain text and emojis to keep the message simple and engaging. Ensure that the title and the message complement each other and don't repeat the same information, and avoid HTML formatting. If you or your users are not receiving notifications, here's what you can check. You can ensure push notifications are enabled for your app on the user's device. Users can find this in their device's settings under notifications. If you want to see all of the push notifications you've sent, head back to the push notifications tab. Here's where you can see all push notifications that have been sent and visit them directly by selecting this link. And that's it for push notifications. Next, let's look at reducing churn. In the marketing tab, select reduce churn, and here you can set up a new automation. First, you need to select a subscription. Please note that you can only create one reduce churn automation per plan. You can also select the discounted amount, which we recommend 15% off for annual plans and 75% off for monthly. And the discount duration, which is how many billing periods this discount applies to before being charged full price. Right before the cancellation is confirmed, your users will be asked why they want to cancel their subscription. Then they will be given the discount offer. Step 2 is the first win-back email. This email will be sent right after a user confirms the cancellation on your storefront. We have a template here for you, which you can edit, but please make sure to leave in the curly brackets so that the email is personalized correctly. Step 3 is the second win-back email. This email will be sent 1 day before their subscription changes from pending cancellation to cancelled status. Again, we have a template that you can just use or edit. Once you're happy, just hit save. Once you've set up your reduced churn, in the dashboard you will be able to see the status of the reduced churn automations you have set up, how many total users have used it, how many have accepted, how many have declined. You can also edit directly, choosing to delete the automation within this tab or delete it from the dashboard. If you want to go deeper into the stats on your reduced churn, simply hit the stats button and all of the information will appear here. How much MRR has been saved, how many have accepted, and you'll be able to see the cancellation reasons and the information of everybody who has gone through the reduced churn feature. To analyze this data in more detail, you can export the information as a CSV file. And that's it for reduced churn. The final part of the marketing features is try again for free. This feature is perfect for re-engaging users who may have cancelled their subscription but just need the right nudge to come back. This offer can only be claimed once per user and will not be sent again if they cancel a second time. To create the new automation, hit the new automation button, and here you can select which subscription you want the automation to be applicable to. You can also select the number of days that you want to provide in the additional free trial. Step 1 is the first email, which will be sent 30 days after the user's cancellation of the plan is finalised. Here we have a template that you can use, which you can edit. Make sure to leave in the curly brackets so the email is personalised correctly. The second email will go out 4 days after the first, only if the user does not reactivate their subscription in that time period, and the offer in the second email expires in 3 days. Once you're happy with the automation, hit save. Once your Try Again for Free campaign is live, you can easily track how it's performing. In the main section, you will be able to see stats on whether it's active, total number of users, trial accepted, and saved subscribers. Here you can edit directly all of the automations you already have set up, or check the stats in more detail. And that's it for Try Again for Free. Next, let's talk about Uscreen Analytics. In the dashboard, head to the Analytics tab, and here you will be able to access all of the Analytics 2.0 beta features. Here you can track the financials, which is revenue, net sales, and earnings while applying detailed filters, subscribers, where you can dive deep into acquisition, retention, and churn rates, and content, where you can measure viewer engagement with detailed data on video views, watch time, and more. Note that this is a beta release, so you may encounter occasional issues or missing data. Your feedback is invaluable during this phase, and you can submit feedback directly through the admin dashboard. If you don't see Analytics 2.0, simply navigate to the beta features page in your admin area, which is detailed in the settings video, and once enabled, you'll see a new Analytics tab on the left-hand menu. If you'd like to return to the previous version at any time, you simply disable Analytics 2.0 from the same beta features page. Let's look at financial analytics first. Here, you'll find critical metrics to monitor your platform's financial performance. First is gross sales. Within the financial analytics, you can filter by time frame, payment date, product type, with lots of different options, product title, and billing interval, and payment provider. At the top in these three boxes, you will be able to see a summary of your financial analytics, including gross sales, paid customers, and invoices. To quickly download the data of these sections, hover over, click the three dots, and hit download. Here, you can then choose what the file name needs to be and what format you'd like the file to be in. Once you're ready, just hit create file and the file will download. Here, you will then see your sales report, your coupon report, your net sales, split up by discount amount, gift amount, and total net sales, earnings, which includes earnings, payment processing fees, and platform fees, and total net sales by customer. Within each of these sections, again, you hit the three dots to directly download the information. To download the full report, head to the bottom, hover over the download icon, and again, file name, format, create file. Next, let's look at subscribers. Here, you will be able to see active subscribers, which is the current number of paying subscribers, new subscribers, churned subscribers, and trials. Each of these categories can be filtered by specific timeframes and subscriber cohorts, helping you evaluate your acquisition and retention strategies. Simply select from the top: timeframe, date range, billing interval, and subscription plan. The first tab is a full overview, which includes starting active and growth rate, which helps you see how much your subscriber base has grown over a specified period. New and churned subscribers, which helps you understand how your subscriber base is changing with data on new signups, reactivations, and churn. Migrated subscribers, paused subscriptions, and data from the YouTube lead generator. Again, to download any specific report, hover over the box and select the three dots, or to download all of the information on this page, head to the bottom, hover over the download icon, and select the file. Then you can go through each tab: acquisition and retention, which gives you a further breakdown on new subscribers, reactivated, retention cohort, churn, which gives you even more detail on churn subscribers by billing interval, churn rate, and cancellation reasons, trials, by status and conversion rate, and total MRR. Then you can head to content. In this section, you can track how your video and your live events are performing. Some of the key metrics here are watch time, views, and viewers, which helps you track how many sessions and unique users are interacting with your videos, top videos, and live events, which helps you identify your most popular pieces of content. With this data, you can make informed decisions about what content to create or promote. Again, you can filter these reports by content type, title, and date ranges to get even more granular insights. On the main page, you will get an overview, which includes all of that information, and a summary, which you can download each individual section or the total page. And then you can go into more detail with every section, starting with watch time, which gives you hours, views, and viewers, and a summary of their current performance versus prior week. Watch time over time, which includes videos in collections, live events, and the total. Views over time, viewers over time, engagement activities over time from favorites, comments, likes, playlist ads, and the total amount. And to get even more specific, views by day of the week and views by hour of day. Then videos. If you're familiar with YouTube, you will be able to read this very easily. So this is a list of all of your videos with their watch time in minutes, their views, their viewers, average completion rate, comments, likes, playlist ads, times favorited. All of the information you could ever want about each video. Live events, which once you have live events, you will be able to access the same data as the video's content. You can track performance by author. Once you have multiple authors, there will be more than one option down here, where you will be able to see their views, their watch time, their average watch time, completion rate, favorited, to give you a really good sense how each author is being received by your users. Next is viewers, which will give you a breakdown of your members and how much they are engaging with your content. Here you'll get their name, their individual watch time and views, their average watch time, their completion rate, how many times they've favorited, comment, liked, add playlists, and when they last viewed content, which helps you identify which of your members are the most active and engaged with your videos. You can also drill down into countries and devices. To maximize the value of Analytics 2.0, first monitor your top performing content. Use these insights from your best videos to guide future content creation. You can also track retention cohorts, which lets you focus on improving the subscriber experience in the first few months to boost long-term retention, and drill down into your subscriber data. Look at specific groups of subscribers to understand where churn is happening and why. Remember, the more you explore and engage with all of this data, the better equipped you'll be to make data-driven decisions to grow your membership. And that's it for analytics. Next is the latest themeless website editor. The themeless editor is our new standard for building and managing your Uscreen website. With Themeless, you get a modern, intuitive interface that makes website editing fast and easy, real-time visual editing so you can see changes as you make them, enhanced customization options without the need for coding skills, and faster access to new features and updates from Uscreen. To access this, head down to the website section. If you're not already on Themeless, you'll see an option to switch to the Themeless editor. Click on it and you'll be taken to the new editor interface. If your current website uses a theme homepage, you'll need to recreate it as a landing page. To learn how to do that, see the previous landing page video. To optimize your site's navigation, in the Themeless editor, go to the Navigation settings. Here you can add or remove menu items as desired or drag them into a different order. Make sure here that you include essential pages like About, Blog, and Contact, along with any new landing pages you've created. Here you can also edit the footer navigation, ensuring all important links are easily accessible. While you're doing this, think about the user journey and try to keep your navigation simple and intuitive. The goal is to help visitors find what they're looking for in as few clicks as possible. On the Catalogue tab, in the drop-down menu, you'll be able to select from the list of all of the categories you have in your catalogue. If you want to manage categories, this link here will take you directly to that part of the dashboard. In Features, you will be able to select whether you want to show My Library. Users that purchase content without a subscription will see a My Library section at the top of the catalogue. Whether you want to show Continue Watching, which is a section at the top of the catalogue that allows users to resume where they left off, and Mark as Watched, which automatically marks videos as watched when completed and allows users to manually mark videos as watched. You can also choose the collection playlist position, whether you want that to be on the right of the player or below. In advanced settings, you can also add a website SEO title and description, copy the website domain, change the default language, and add a link to your terms of service. If you've previously used custom code on your themed site, make sure to transfer any essential code snippets to the new editor. Review all custom code, head and CSS from your old theme, and migrate necessary code to the themeless editor using the provided HTML blocks. Ensure all functionality is retained and adjust as needed to match the new themeless format. If you're unsure about any coding adjustments, our support team is here to help, or consider consulting a developer for more complex changes. Once you've made your website changes, make sure to save and apply. And that's it for Themeless. Now let's look at mobile and TV apps. Head down to the Mobile and TV Apps tab in the dashboard. Here you will be able to see all mobile and TV apps that are available on the Plus plan. We have iOS, Android, Apple TV, Android TV, Roku, Fire TV, Apple Watch, and you can now join the waitlist for the Samsung TV app. Research shows that apps drive higher engagement and better sales. In fact, more than 50% of all watch time and up to 30% of income for top Uscreen customers come from having native apps. These native apps give you the flexibility to reach your audience on their preferred devices, whether they're streaming videos on their phone or watching on a larger TV screen. To find out more information about each app, simply select the View App Details on whichever app you're interested in. Here you will be able to access all of the information about your app and preview it on the right-hand side. Here you can see how it will look in light mode and dark mode, and if you want to change any of the sections on your app, simply select the link. Here you can choose your accent colours, and we will make recommendations on whether it's a good contrast or not. You can add the app name and the icon, edit the launch screen, which is the screen that briefly appears when the app opens, and the optional header image. Here you will upload the light and dark mode headers. With each image you are given the recommended image sizes, and we recommend you download either the Figma or Sketch files to get started quickly. And hit next. Here you will customize the look and feel of your TV apps, so you will select whether you want to have it in dark or light theme. And with each section you are able to preview what it will look like in the top right hand corner. Next, add the TV channel icon and top shelf banner with the recommended image sizes, the upload TV launch screen, the TV login background, which you can preview on a larger TV to see exactly how it will look for your end users, and the upload transparent TV header logo. Next, you will access the App Store information. Here you will add all of your descriptions, which describes your content and highlights the app features and functionality. First is the app subtitle, and the short description, which is limited to 80 characters, the longer description, and the Fire TV app features, which should be 3 to 5 bullet points of key features that highlight your Fire TV app. For example, these are the product features to include. Then you can add searchable keywords, which are words that your members will use to find the app. Then you will select what you want to appear in Roku search. First is the rating, select from the list below, and the genre. Next, you choose the App Store screenshot option. Here you can either choose to let Uscreen create the App Store screenshots for you. This ensures that they are compliant with App Store requirements, or you can provide custom App Store screenshots after your app is built. Then you'll select your onboarding screen option. Here you can select to have us create an onboarding experience showcasing the benefits and features of your app. You can upload a custom header image below. Simply select this box to do that, and then select the image, or we can easily create one for you. Or you can select to have a multi-page slider onboarding flow, where you will create custom images and text for 2 to 5 onboarding slides. If you select this option, here's where you'll input the information from the title, the description, and the image. And you'll do exactly the same for all 5 slides. Next is access. Here you will set the app's availability by locations, whether that's available in all locations or in specific locations only. You'll select the app's default language. Simply select from the drop-down menu here. You'll submit the content rating, which determines the ratings assigned to your app. Here you will select any of the following that are depicted or referenced in your content, and then you will determine how users will access that content. We recommend that you allow new users to purchase subscriptions in-app, or you can choose to not allow new users to purchase subscriptions in-app. And next, support. Here's where you'll set up how your customers will contact you for help. Enter your public customer support email here. This will be publicly displayed on your App Store listing. Then you can add URLs for your customer support pages. This needs to include the terms of service, your privacy policy, and your customer support. For these, select the drop-down menu and you can select a page from your website, or you can enter a custom URL. Next is developer accounts. Here's where you'll add the contact information for all developer accounts. This is where Uscreen will contact you with questions about your developer accounts. Then you'll enter the Apple account developer information. This can be tricky, but we are here to help, so just get in touch with us if you need assistance, or you can follow along with the help guide linked here. You will select whether you have created an Apple developer account, your account entity type, whether that's organization or individual, whether you have added Uscreen as an admin user, completed the paid apps agreement terms, added your bank information and your tax information. And you will do exactly the same for each account developer: Google, Roku, and Amazon. Then you can determine your app preview preference. Here you'll choose whether you want the preview not to be required, meaning you're happy to review your app after it's published, which is faster. This means your app is submitted right after creation and published immediately upon App Store approval. If you have changes after the app is published, you can submit an update request at any time. Or you can select to have preview be required, which means that you want to preview your app before it's published. And then you'll head to Submit. To join the waitlist for the Samsung TV app, simply hit the Join the Waitlist button and fill in the form. Even though Uscreen handles the technical aspects of building and maintaining your apps, you will remain the owner. The apps are created under your developer account, which means that your app details and data are yours to control. This ensures that while Uscreen takes care of the heavy lifting, you stay in charge of how your app evolves to fit your audience needs. If you're interested in having your own native apps for your audience, get in touch to get started. Simply visit this section and reach out to schedule a demo. And one of us will be in touch as quickly as possible. And that's it for apps. Now let's look at updating your settings within the Uscreen dashboard. Simply head down to the Settings button, and here you will see a list of all of the settings that you can edit within your Uscreen dashboard. First is the General. Here you can change your store name, your time zone. Before you have any active subscribers, you can edit your currency and your company address. Once you've edited this information, simply hit save and it will update. Next, the storefront domain settings. Here you will be able to see your current domain. If you want to use a different domain, simply select this button, select which type of domain you want to use, whether that's a Uscreen subdomain hosted on uscreen.io or a custom domain with a domain that you own elsewhere. To edit a custom domain, enter your custom domain name here, and in step 2, you'll be prompted to set up a DNS record with your domain host. If you want to select a Uscreen subdomain, you can edit your subdomain here. And we'll let you know if it's not available. Next is the Exported Files section. Here you can access and download your previously exported files, reports, invoices, and more. Here you'll be able to see all of your exported files and download whatever file you would like to have. It will also tell you what the status of that exported file is. Next is integrations. Here you can connect to a variety of third-party apps and services. Any currently connected integrations will show up in this top section, and below you have a list of all of the integrations you have access to, like Zapier, MailChimp, Drip, Google Analytics, and more. Next is your payment provider. Here you can connect a payment gateway to start collecting payments in your storefront. You have Uscreen Payments up at the top, which if you already have connected, you can disconnect, or PayPal. To connect PayPal, simply click the Connect button, and you will be taken to the PayPal gateway. Next is email templates. Here you can customize your transactional emails, invoices, invite emails, and more. Here you will see a list of all of the email templates that you have access to, the title, the description, and whether or not it is enabled. To edit a template, select, edit the title. Again, make sure to leave in any curly brackets so that the emails are personalised correctly. Here you can also change the email body, and if you've made changes and want to restore the original template, simply select the link down at the bottom. On the right hand side, you will be able to see the status, whether it's enabled or disabled, and send a test email. Once you've made any changes, just hit save and it will update in the template list. Next is Marketing Email Settings. Here you can add a custom domain for outgoing emails, as you previously saw within the marketing email tutorial video. Within this, you will be able to see the spam rate, which you want to be below 0.1%, the from name, the from email, and the DNS status. If you want to set a custom email domain, select this button, and you will be prompted to connect your email domain. Next is User Fields. Here you can edit what additional information you collect from your users during checkout. There are 3 custom user fields for you to edit. Once you've made those changes, just hit save. Next, let's look at webhooks. Webhooks are an advanced functionality that allows you to send data out of Uscreen when a particular event takes place. For example, if a user makes a purchase, you could send the purchase data somewhere else to send a custom email or add the user to a list in another software. You can use them to extend the functionality of Zapier to trigger actions. Outside of using webhooks with Zapier, setting these up may require the help of a developer or someone familiar with programming, which our support scope does not cover, so you may want to hire a web developer if you want more advanced functionality. To set these up, select New Webhook. Here, you're going to fill in the callback URL and choose an event type. Here you will see the list of the event types that you can select. And once you've created it, hit save to save the changes. Next is geo-blocking, where you can restrict access to your storefront in certain countries. Search whichever country you want to restrict access to, and it will automatically be added to the list of blocked countries here. And if you want to remove, simply select and hit save. Next is experimental beta features. Here you can participate in early access features to provide feedback and shape the future improvements of Uscreen. Here you will be able to see a list of all of the experimental beta features that are accessible to you. You can either choose to provide feedback or disable the beta feature. Within each block, you can see a paragraph which details out what the beta feature includes, and to hit learn more, you will be taken to more information about that beta feature. And finally, we have calendar push templates. Here you can set up and control your default push notifications. Simply select one of those from the list. And here you can change the title and the push body. Once you've edited, if you want to go back, simply restore the original template and hit save. And that's it for your settings.